pre-season was pretty good this year. Just had a focus of trying to get a bit bigger in my body, put a bit of muscle on and a bit of weight as well, and then just keep my running ability up. I don't try and change too much, just keep it simple, keep the focus simple, and just probably focus on my strengths more than anything. It can be easy to get caught up in what you're not doing so well in the footy world, but yeah, if you focus on what you're doing well, it often helps you play better.
Then our dreams all fall apart.
Geelong Footy Club's awesome. It's very handy that it's only 5 minutes down the road, and a lot of the boys live close by. And yeah, there's a lot of resources there. We've got player development managers which help us with your welfare and what's going on off the field, to all you coaches on the field. I was pretty small growing up, coming through the junior ranks, and probably didn't take footy too seriously, just tried to enjoy it and play with my mates.
He was always really small, so when he was a young fella at about 10 years of age, he came to me and said he wanted to play footy, and I sort of said, oh, I reckon you're a little bit small, what about we, do some cross-coding, maybe some, because I always wanted him to be a footballer, but, I was really happy for him to play some other sports first while he was a bit tiny, and he got into soccer, and he actually showed a bit of talent with the soccer, and I really enjoyed it because I didn't have a soccer background, and it was great just to see his skills develop as a really small kid, and being a non-contact game, it really suited him good. So yeah, it was a good pathway for him then to cross over into footy. And I think he was about 12, maybe 11 when I let him play his first season of footy.
Started at Geelong West under 12s, played a couple of years there.
I think I was his first junior coach at under 12 at Geelong West. When they're small, some kids grasp it quicker than others, and Sam just had it straight away. Like he really grasped the concept of moving the ball through space really well.
Sam moved to St Joey's in under 14s, and obviously he was pretty talented. I think he won the under 12s best and fairest for the league at Geelong West, so we knew we had a good pickup. Started in the ones, like first game, dominated throughout under 14s. We could tell he had plenty of flair and excitement. I remember always playing alongside him, either forward line or midfield. His talent just kept getting better and better. I'm not sure how he didn't get to Geelong Falcons or into an interleague team until he probably hit under 18 level. His skill level was pretty phenomenal.
I heard about Sam when he was quite young, and knowing Sean for a long time, his family, particularly through his father here, was interested in Sam, but never really got to see him play until he was first starting out with the Geelong Falcons in the year we drafted him.
I think playing at the Geelong Falcons was a good transition into it. They do it well down there, it's quite a professional level, so it makes the transition into AFL club a lot easier.
Got his chance then at under 18 level Falcons, where he's a top age, and he's finally started to grow, which was good, and he certainly closed the gap in that 12 months.
I remember seeing Sam play up at Werribee for the Geelong Falcons, and that day, even though he didn't dominate the game, he showed that he had plenty of time with the ball in hand. He was able to know what was coming up the ground, so he could hit his targets with his kicks in particular and clever handballs. And he just showed that he was able to cope with the physicality of the game, even though he was quite young and small at that time.
It was more of a dream. yeah, which many kids out there want to become an AFL player. But yeah, like I always dreamed of it, but I wasn't sure if I'd get there, so very lucky. Growing up in Geelong, it's very small, and the footy team is at the centre of that, so being able to play for them has been awesome, and yeah, having a bit of historical context behind it with Dad as well, and wearing the same number, putting on the number 37, it's been awesome. Went pretty well until about the tail end of it, when I've got a bit of a knee injury, which stopped me for quite a while in the end.
I think he missed a total of 14 weeks, which was a bit of a pity because he had a really good summer. He was running really well. He was in the top 3 or 4 in the endurance running, and the club were really happy with him.
I just started off with a bit of calf tightness, which got up into my knee, and then just fluid. So they weren't too sure what was causing it for quite a while, which made it draw out for a bit. So yeah, I would have probably played maybe 5 or 6 games up to this stage due to the injury interruption at the start of the season. But yeah, it can be difficult. There's a lot of pressure and expectation as well, and yeah, there's definitely days where you wake up and you weren't happy with your game on the weekend, and it can get you a bit down. But it's just, again, coming to focus on your strengths and getting back to your best is, yeah, through that. It was actually the day of my Year 12 English exam, and the recruiters from Geelong, Stephen Wells, came over and they told me that they were drafting me. So in that moment, yeah, it sort of all clicked, and there was a lot going on with Year 12 exams and school, and yeah, the stresses of it all. But yeah, that was a very exciting moment for me, definitely.
Yeah, they the best days when you can go and have a conversation with someone and tell them that something they've aspired to probably nearly all their lives is going to come to fruition by giving Sam that opportunity. I wasn't there on my own. We had other people from the footy club with me, and speaking to his mum and his father, and also Sam, just to be able to say to them that yes, we wanted him to come to Geelong was obviously a great moment for them, and it's really nice to be involved in as a sporting administrator.
Stephen Wells come to one of the games, and I said to Wellsy, "Who are you here watching?" He said, "I'm come to watch your boy." And I said, "No, come on, enough of the jokes. Who are you really watching?" He said, "No, I'm here to watch Sam." So it was really refreshing, you know, that Sam was on someone's radar, and yeah, it was really, I got really stimulated by it.
We had conversations with Sam, his mum and dad, all his coaches, both at Falcons and at school. And we all agreed in the end that the best way for Sam to have a good AFL career was to come to the Cats and develop over a couple of years and make his way.
I would like to be trying to push harder for selection, and just getting all the fundamentals of the game right. I think that's going to get me a spot in the side if I can keep that up. So that'll be something that I'll focus on and definitely try to keep in the coming years.
Spend our time just making